Right, so as you know, occasionally I like to change my channel up a bit and do a few WWE related videos. And I've been having a thought lately, and I think I'm going to do something a little bit different. What I'm going to do is every month I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to talk about kind of topics in WWE at that current moment and what I think about everything that's going on, because I think a lot of people do weekly Raw videos, but I find that can become a bit boring because you're obviously talking about the same sort of storylines every week and you're giving your same opinion every week. So yeah, I'm just going to do it every month. So yeah, it's going to be a kind of new little series I'll do. So yeah, look out for that. So I'm going to kick it off straight away now. I haven't spoken about WWE for a while. So yeah, I just want to talk about everything that's going on at the moment. So to kick it off, I want to talk about Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, who, as you probably have known if you watch WWE, they made their TV debuts on Monday Night Raw and Survivor Series, attacking Ryback. Both times they slammed him through the announce table. I'm really excited to see this, specifically for Dean Ambrose. I think everyone who's looked up Dean Ambrose on YouTube or seen any of his matches were looking forward to the day that he makes his TV debut, because he's such an exciting character. He's got good prospect to be one of the big guys in WWE. He's got a really good kind of promo attitude. He could make a really brilliant heel in the WWE, and I really hope they go down that route. I think he could be like one of the top heels of the company if they invest their time in him and give him a chance and don't just let him kind of fly around the mid card and all that, just fighting the same people. I think they really should give a lot of time to Dean Ambrose, because I think he'll be a brilliant wrestler. I did get the privilege of seeing him live last year when I went to the Raw show in April 2012. This year, yeah, 2012. It was a dark match before Superstars, and it was Dean Ambrose against Alex Riley. That was it. And Dean Ambrose got the win, so it was quite cool to see him then before he got quite big. So yeah, I'm really hoping they invest a lot of time into him. Overall, I'm liking this storyline of NXT kind of invading and attacking Ryback. Obviously CM Punk and Paul Heyman have got something to do with it. Also, we're probably going to be seeing Brad Maddox back in soon. As you know, that rogue ref who gave Ryback the low blow, he will probably be coming back, because we did see Heyman talking to him secretly a few weeks back. So yeah, I'm thinking we're going to get this kind of clique going on, maybe like a Nexus version 2 or something like that, where we've got CM Punk, Paul Heyman, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Brad Maddox, and maybe Brock Lesnar will come back into that, but obviously he's only a part-timer, so I doubt we'll see him. But I'm quite looking forward to seeing this kind of faction form together, so that'll be quite cool. So yeah, moving away from that, the John Cena, AJ, Vicky Guerrero and Dolph Ziggler storyline. I'm not a fan of this at all. I like the John Cena and Dolph Ziggler side of it, because I think they can work well together. I think they can put on a really good match, and I think they've got kind of really good charisma, everything like that. They're really good, and I think this is kind of Dolph Ziggler's chance to push himself up to the main event stairs. Obviously Dolph Ziggler's never had a proper feud with John Cena before, so obviously they're trying to push him up, ready for when he eventually cashes in his Money in the Bank and wins the title. But overall, I don't know how they're going to pull off this John Cena and AJ kind of relationship, because it's quite, I don't know, I just can't see John Cena being that type of person who has an on-screen girlfriend. It just doesn't work. We've had it with Edge with Lita in the past, Matt Hardy with Lita, Kane with Lita. You've had loads of relationships, and I don't know, I don't think people like it that much, but especially with Cena's already got a lot of haters, so I don't know. I'm intrigued to see where this goes, whether they're building up for a mixed tag match or something with Vicky and Dolph Ziggler, I don't know. But all I care about in this story is Dolph Ziggler's progression, because on the latest Raw, Dolph Ziggler actually smashed John Cena through some toilet cubicle thing and properly kind of injured him, put a beat down on him, which was really good, and that's something you haven't seen Dolph Ziggler do before, take down the top face in the company. So obviously they've got plans for Dolph Ziggler, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they take him in the near future. On to Sheamus and Big Show now. It's not a good feud at all, is it? I like Sheamus. I just think they're wasting him, because if he's not feuding with Big Show, he's feuding with Del Rio, and it just keeps chopping and changing like that. That's the whole problem with SmackDown, really. Is it's the same stuff every single week without fail. I think it was like something like 5 or 6 pay-per-views in a row where it was Sheamus versus Del Rio. Because what else can they do? Del Rio is such a boring character. I think everything about Del Rio is boring. His look, his gimmick, his kind of wrestling style, it's just so bland. There's nothing special about him. He's always got that kind of same kind of heel features that foreign heels always have, is that their country is the best and they hate America and everyone else. That's the same gimmick that Del Rio's got, and he's never changed. I don't know how he could work as a face or anything like that either, so I just don't know where they can take Del Rio. But like I said, SmackDown needs a big shake-up, because we're always getting Sheamus against Big Show or Sheamus against Del Rio, and Big Show, let's face it, is probably the worst World Heavyweight Champion I've seen in recent years, because no one likes Big Show. I get it, he's a good kind of, for his size, he's a good in-ring wrestler, but to be honest, it's kind of embarrassing letting him lead the company as the World Heavyweight Champion when he's just so bland. There's nothing really exciting about him. His finisher is a fake punch. There's no kind of skill involved in it or anything. And I just think they should either put the belt back on Sheamus, or, for my next point, give it to Randy Orton, who I think is in the process of a heel turn, and I really think that's going to do his career well, because as you know, Randy Orton's just suffering in the mid-cards at the moment. He used to be right up there with the top heel in the company. He used to be main eventing, pay-per-views, everything. Now we haven't seen Orton in the main event of a pay-per-view for years, and that's all because, I think it's because of his drug. He keeps kind of breaking the laws of the drug problem outside WWE. I think he's on his very last kind of chance before they sack him off. That's why he's been kind of relegated down to the mid-card. But I think they're in the process of turning him heel. There's been kind of teasers lately where he refuses to I think it was Mick Foley, he was giving him like some kind of stare. Also at Survivor Series, he did pull back to go for his punt, which we believe to be banned from his arsenal. So yeah, maybe he's going back to that kind of dirty Orton style, which is good because Orton works really well as a heel. So I'm really excited to see if they do that. Next up, I want to talk about The Miz, and I'm really happy that they're kind of finally turning him face. Well, hopefully they're turning him face, because that seems to be what's happening. You know, as you know, he joined Team Foley for Survivor Series against the heels, and lately in SmackDown and Raw he's been facing heels as well, and the crowd's been behind him, and I think it works really well. I think as a heel he kind of got lost behind the crowd. There was a lot of heels and he was just kind of just there, not having a storyline, anything. But as a face, I could see him doing really well. One of the top faces on SmackDown, maybe. I think if they give him a bit of time to progress, get the fans over with him, I think he'll do really well. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more of Miz in the future. Overall, I think WWE over the last few weeks has become a little bit more edgy, and I'm hoping that's because Linda McMahon has come out of politics now, because as you know, she was in with all the politics. I don't really know about US politics, so I'm not going to talk much about it, but I know it wasn't a very popular kind of thing for her to do at all, and it was bringing the company down, because obviously if she was running for Parliament, not Parliament, but all the politics stuff, her kind of family company needs to have a good representation, so that's why the product was kind of pulled down and the ratings went all low and everything like that. But hopefully now she's out of it, it's getting a bit more edgy. As you know, with Jerry Lawler recently having a heart attack, Paul Heyman and CM Punk to kind of mock that on the Raw past a couple of weeks ago, and that was quite edgy, and I know a lot of people are quite sensitive about people that sort of thing, but I liked it. It gives a bit of attitude back to wrestling. It gets a bit more extreme, something to talk about. A lot of people complain and saying it was disgusting taste to mock someone having a heart attack, but let's face it, they wouldn't have done it if they didn't ask for Jerry Lawler's approval, and he gave that, so he obviously thought it would work well, and it did. It gave the kind of reaction that everyone wanted. Everyone was talking about it, and that's what I want, something a bit kind of edgy and a bit kind of close to the mark for wrestling. So yeah, that's the kind of current product that current storylines and stuff like that I wanted to talk about. There's a lot more to talk about, such as The Rock, Stone Cold, WrestleMania, but I'm going to save them for another video a bit closer to the time. But yeah, that for now, this is the first kind of episode of my monthly WWE chats. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.